So the long journey to the summit of European football starts with the opening fixture of the Champions League. And we're underway. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Pumps it upfield. Who's going to make this theirs? Out to the left it goes. Now here's the through ball. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Played out to the right. Tries a through ball. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, it was the early through ball that almost caught everyone out in that instance, all but for our flag-waving assistant referee.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Plays a clever pass. Oh, surely that deserved better.
And that all stems from great vision, you know. What a delightful little ball over the top that was. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
It'll be a throw-in. He'll have it in! Goes for goal! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona take the lead, 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And he's kept it out. Oh, taken with style. And they are disappearing out of sight. Lewandowski was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Barcelona grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Well positioned to make that interception. It's got through. Lewandowski, aim forward. Keeper's got good distance on that. Tries to stroke it through. Big chance! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
And out to safety. Looks to thread it through. Now the pass. Sporting Lisbon get it back again. Oh, good interception. Looks to slip it through. Gets good distance on it. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. He's picked him out. Is it in? Done very well to intervene. Hoops it upfield. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Now it's Lewandowski. And back to base. And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think it was a bang-bang 45 minutes. That quick-fire double has left their opponents a little muddled, and they can't allow this 15-minute break now to cause a switching off.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Out to the flank. Great challenge. And he's made certain that won't get through. Passes it through. Ball is over the line. It's a long forward pass. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Brings it forward. Knocks it towards the front. Tries to get it forward quickly. Thrust towards the front line. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Out of play for a goal kick. Looks like a good ball through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I'm not sure about that call, you know, but we get to see replays.
Someone looks like he's in need of protection here. Yeah, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Long and high towards the flank. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Has gone out. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Battles to win it back. Spoon forward. Ball's out on the left now. He's the route one option, and he's onside. Nicely controlled. And that's a throw-in. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, real chance! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Chance! You can get that clear. Aimed long and direct. It took genuine bravery to attempt to tackle there. Mind you, he had little option.
Well, if ever a tackle had to be made, that was about the perfect example. They were completely caught out by the break, and they got themselves into last resort territory. What a saviour.
Tries a through ball. Pumps it upfield. And it's Rashford. Now the pass. Looks to slip it through. Goes long and forward. Rashford charges in. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rashford passes it through. There's no flag. Tries a long pass towards the front. Hoists it high. He's pinged one through here. Sporting Lisbon with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. It's Rashford. Rashford plays it out to the wing. Deftly done. He's gone for it! Back of the net! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Sporting Lisbon have a sub ready to come on.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? Rashford. Gets it upfield. He's made sure that that won't get through. And it's Rashford. Looks to slip it through, face to face with the keeper. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Barcelona have got off to an ideal start. 3 points on day one, and it bodes well for the campaign ahead. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, ideally, any new campaign needs a start that puts 3 points on the board, and it's mission accomplished. Nothing too fancy was required, just a good solid team display for me.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And our live game is Marseille against Barcelona. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Højbjerg. Tries a through ball. Out for a throw. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
And it's Højbjerg. Out wide to the right. It's a long forward pass. Lewandowski, deftly done. Goes for it! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona take the early advantage. Højbjerg. Barcelona have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
What a good start to the game. I think their play has been fast and inventive, and this is a fine example of early intent. They've begun as they mean to go on, and another goal is on the cards.
Højbjerg. Looks like a good ball through. Looks to slip it through. Turns and goes back. It's in! Marseille grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Barcelona have a free kick. Boots it upfield. Hurtles into the tackle. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. And he's on his way! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Barcelona take the lead. He's away! Oh, good interception. Tries to stroke it through. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Passes it through. Oh, good ball. Has a pop! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Cuts it out. Højbjerg. Now the pass. Looks like a good ball through. Floats one over. Looks to dink one in. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Pumps it upfield. He's made sure that that won't get through. Who's going to make this theirs? Goes long. Lewandowski has a go!
The keeper was relieved to see that off. It was seriously travelling.
Højbjerg. Højbjerg with the foul. Passes it through. Lewandowski. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. That'll go straight through to the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Barcelona head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. Here we go again. Højbjerg. Really struggling to influence the game.
Well, it looks like he's been the one who's targeted as the danger man here, and as a consequence, he's getting the special attention. They're getting players around him quickly, they're giving him nowhere to go, and I think pretty soon he could be getting frustrated with this.
Højbjerg. Spoon forward. Tries the route one option. And he's onside. Højbjerg. Looks to slip it through. Now here's the through ball.
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
Lewandowski is flagged offside. He goes long. A slightly better ball would have led to a... That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries a through ball. Now the pass.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
And the defence can get it clear. Aim forward. Shell pass, that's the message there. Højbjerg. Well positioned to make that interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he's made certain that won't get through. With a delicate ball. Højbjerg. Forward it goes. Aimed long and direct. Pushes it out wide. Passes it through. That's great strength on the ball. Well, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And it's Lewandowski. Looks like a good ball through. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Tries a long pass towards the front. Looks to slip it through. And he's whipped it in low. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. A clever pass. Into the last 5 minutes. Barcelona need to hold on for a few more moments. Danger averted for now. Marseille look as though they're about to make a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Played out to the wing. Can he put it away? Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Gets it back. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona were given a fantastic boost with their early goal, and the edge it gave them, and that extra belief and confidence just made it much harder for the opposition to settle. I think it was a crucial early impact.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And here we have Barcelona against Juventus. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Looks to slip it through. And out to safety. Gets it back. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gets it upfield, done very well to intervene. Now the pass. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Looks like a good ball through. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Cuts it out. Swept in. Movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Well, I thought the keeper was really confused as to what to do then, whether to come and take it or stay on his line, and yet in the end, he's allowed to get away with a lot of indecision there.
Oh, the ball's come loose! Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And the counter is on. Rashford, he's away! Juventus finally get themselves a breather.
Well, if ever a tackle had to be made, that was about the perfect example. They were completely caught out by the break, and they got themselves into last resort territory. What a saviour.
Tries a through ball. Here it is now, surely! Good clearance and very necessary. Rashford passes it through. He can get that clear. Tries a through ball. Chance! Can he put it away? Gets good distance on it. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh, good interception. Loose ball, who's going to get that? He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
It's come loose. Pumps it forwards. Looks like a good ball through. Keeper's got good distance on that. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Rashford. Gone back to the keeper. There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Barcelona, happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So off we go once more. Barcelona carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Ball's out on the left now. And it's Rashford. It's a loose ball. Goes long and forward. Looks to thread it through. Got a throw in. Another piece of really good defending. Looks to slip it through. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Played out to the right. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Great leap! It's a goal! Juventus are level! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Juventus have a sub ready to come on. Juventus grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Ooh, that was marginal, I'd say, very marginal. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Hoops it upfield. Deftly done. Oh, that's clever. Clears it out of harm's way. Now the pass. Fired in from distance. Firmly met. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Barcelona still have 2 substitutions up their sleeve. Spoon forward. Aim forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Lewandowski. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looks to slip it through. Lewandowski. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
This needed to be better than that, and he knows it. It's a long forward pass. Well played, he saw that coming. Lewandowski passes it through. Can he put it away? Marvellous goal!
Listen, it's a massive contribution to help his team in front again, and his determination and stamina has enabled another late addition to typify his commitment from start to finish.
Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that's that. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. Barcelona leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And here we have Juventus against Barcelona. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
I would go for Robert Lewandowski. As good a centre-forward with his back to goal as I've seen. He can turn and roll defenders for fun.
Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Barcelona give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
And it's Rashford. Lewandowski. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now the pass. What an adventurous run from a defender. Barcelona making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
What a good start to the game. I think their play has been fast and inventive, and this is a fine example of early intent. They've begun as they mean to go on, and another goal is on the cards.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Looks like a good ball through. Big chance! That's gone a long way up and away. Looks to slip it through. He's picked him out. A chance! Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And that's caused a worry or two. And the ball is out of play. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski with the ball through. Header! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Barcelona take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Pushes it out wide. Chance! Lewandowski. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Tries a through ball. It was was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Tries to get it forward quickly. Barcelona are leading with... Yeah, he's fouled him there. Aimed long and direct. Now it's Lewandowski. Passes it through. Away from immediate danger. Tries a header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Yeah, and he probably didn't get the cleanest of contacts there either. You know, I think he went for too much power with his header.
Get a throw in. Aim forward. Looks like a good ball through. Rashford. Chance. Oh, glorious footwork. Defence has got rid of that. And there's the end of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Barcelona now have a decision to make. Do they look to add to their 2 goals, or will they be confident of defending them? They just need to be clear about their second half intentions. That's important.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Tries the route one option. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Plays it out to the flank. It's got through, gets it back.
Lewandowski can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that. So I think they're defending him very, very well.
Now the pass. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
It's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Thrust towards the front line. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Keeper's got good distance on that. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Barcelona haven't made a substitution yet. A real chance to break. He's pinged one through here. Gets good distance on it. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Rashford clears it out of harm's way. Goes long and forward. Aimed in towards the centre. Well won, that's good play. And out to safety. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Passes it through. Danger averted for now. What a throw in. Tries a through ball. Victory now would mean so much. Looks to slip it through. Fires it in low. Quality ball drilled in low.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? It was a cracking ball in the way he drilled it across and kept it down too.
And he has been fouled there. Going for goal! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Looks like a good ball through. And it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski with the ball through. A chance! Lovely feet. More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Gets into some space. It's come loose. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Played out to the right. Goes long. He's got the ball, he's got the space. And a second time. Rashford. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Ball's out on the left now, and he's whipped it in low. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Battles to win it back. Tries a through ball, looking to force his way through. He can get that clear. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have made it through to the knockout stage. They can anticipate the draw and the challenge that lies ahead. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, it's a group campaign with significantly more ups than downs for me, and a big step achieved to take the pressure off for what remains. They're in a great position now.
So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Sporting Lisbon against Barcelona. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
So the players and officials stand tall for the anthem. So off we go then. Tries a through ball. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Dinks one in, and he's made certain that won't get through. Boots it upfield. Cuts it out. Out wide to the right. Battles to win it back. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Looks like a good ball through. And the cutback. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Great ball. Now the shot. It's a loose ball. It's Lewandowski.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Looks to slip it through. Hit long and direct. Lewandowski, good challenge, he just stood firm. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski passes it through. clearance and very necessary. Gets it back. Tried to play it through.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
Sporting Lisbon get it back again. Gets it upfield. Big chance here! Thrust towards the front line. And it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Spoon forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. If anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. Offside that time.
Ooh, that was marginal, I'd say, very marginal.
Lewandowski, proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Away from immediate danger. Now here's the through ball. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, glorious footwork! Tries a long pass towards the front. Played out to the wing. He's made sure that that won't get through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Barcelona playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
He's in space and looking for options. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Plays it out to the flank. Battles to win it back. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Looks like a good ball through. Tries one! Lovely feet. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. If you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Lewandowski, he's onside. They've managed to get it away. Lewandowski, and he's straight offside.
Well, when a defence moves up in unison like that, they usually catch someone straight. Sporting have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
Rashford done very well to intervene. It's come loose. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Now the pass. Out of play for a goal kick. And it's Rashford. Barcelona still contemplating when to use their last remaining substitute. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Goalkeeper's ball. Throw it. Sporting Lisbon look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Who's going to make this theirs? Rashford. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Knocks it towards the front. 5 minutes left on the clock. Played out to the right. Tries a through ball. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Aimed long and direct.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
And it's Rashford. Forward it goes. Looks to slip it through. Clears it out of harm's way. And time is up. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think they'll be a little irked by the fact that they had control for good periods of the game and didn't do enough to turn that control into victory.
So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Barcelona against Marseille. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Begley.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And so, the distinctive sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem. That gets things running. Tries a through ball. Referee's given a throw. Now the pass. It's going to be another throw. Managed to get it away. Whipped it again. And the keeper's in command. Tries a long pass towards the front. Now it's Lewandowski. It's a loose ball. Passes it through. Keeper's got good distance on that. Cuts it out. Højbjerg plays it out to the wing. It's a long forward pass. Højbjerg looks like a good ball through. Oh, glorious footwork! Ups it towards the front. It's Lewandowski. He goes long. Away from immediate danger. Højbjerg.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to slip it through. In he flies! Pumps it upfield. Now it's Lewandowski. Goes wide. Now the cross. Clears it out of harm's way. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Højbjerg. Looks like a good ball through. Now it's Lewandowski. Tries a through ball. It's come loose. He has it out wide now. He will be livid with himself. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Can he find a finish now? And out to safety. Now the pass. Pumps it forwards. Lewandowski passes it through. Diving header! Brave effort, total commitment.
And he attacked that ball with real conviction. Just such a pity about the end result.
That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Tries a through ball. Oh, great ball! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it was the early through ball that almost caught everyone out in that instance, all but for our flag-waving assistant referee.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Boots it upfield. Looks to slip it through. Gets into some space. And that's been repelled. That'll be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona worked the aerial route pretty well, even if it is predictable and a bit one-dimensional, so I'd expect less of that, a bit more variation from here.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
Barcelona can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Out for a throw. Looks like a good ball through. Drives it in. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Into the channel. And the cutback. Great goal!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Højbjerg.
Marseille have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Now the pass. Keeps everyone guessing. Forward it goes. Lewandowski looks to dink one in. Plays it into the channel. Wonderful quick feet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Your impressions so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Looks like a good ball through. Shots on! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gets it back. Aim forward. Højbjerg. Out to the left it goes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Barcelona scoring early in the second half to give them a 1-0 lead. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Looks to slip it through. Defence has got rid of that. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Up he gets! Højbjerg gets it away. And he has been fouled there. And he's there to hoof it away. Marseille have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona have given away a penalty. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Well, that just wasn't intelligent. He opened the back door a bit wider by giving up an easier chance.
A formality, we're level. Oh, dispatched with certainty.
Well, the keeper certainly guessed right, but there was enough power to find the target.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Tries a through ball. Lewandowski. It's a good-looking cross. The defence can get it clear. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And it's Lewandowski. Passes it through. A chance! And he's on his way! So that's it. It is all over. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
It's the halfway point in this season's Champions League. Knockout football from now on. It's win or bust. That's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Harry Kane merits a mention. What doesn't he do well? Leads the line, drops deeper into space, he runs well with the ball at his feet, and he's rarely wild when attempting an effort at goal. He's been a great find.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Kane gets into some space. Looks to slip it through. Kane passes it through. He comes flying in! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Ah, strikers love a diving header, and he timed that to perfection.
Barcelona trail at this early stage. How will they respond? He's gone for it! That is terrific from Lewandowski! They have come roaring back! What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus, and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Tries a through ball. Now it's Kane. And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. I suppose the consolation here is that at least he hit the target, but I think he knew that because of the contact. His effort lacked the power.
And it's Kane. Boots it upfield. Cuts it out.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Kane pushes it out wide. It's a long forward pass. Now the pass. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looks like a good ball through. Defence has got rid of that. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Kane. He's made certain that won't get through. Tries a through ball. They've managed to get it away. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. Chance! It's anyone's ball. We can get that clear. And that would have been some goal.
Oh, that's just lovely skill. He's certainly a player who could single-handedly make a difference. Great talent.
Danger averted for now. Just off target. The defence can get it clear. Looks to slip it through. Away from immediate danger. It's gone for a throw-in. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Passes it through. Tries a long pass towards the front. Kane. That is going to be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So it's back to business. Tries a through ball. He's there to get rid. It's Lewandowski. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Oh, just when we were about to appreciate a lovely one-touch pass, the flag ruined the moment.
Now the pass. He's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Looks like a good ball through. Kane plays it out to the flank. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Ter Stegen catches it safely. Who's going to make this theirs?
We're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or in.
Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Barcelona have a sub ready to come on. Forward, what does he try from here? This is quite a run and he's not done yet. Sticks it away! And with that goal comes comfort. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Barcelona with a quick-fire double to put them firmly in control at 3-1. It's a brilliant interception. Done very well to intervene. Kane looks to slip it through. Going for goal! Tries to get it forward quickly. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Thrust towards the front line. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
And it's Kane. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Pumps it forwards. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Goes for goal! Spoon forward. Now it's Kane. Kane. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. He goes long. And out to safety. Great reaction! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, he made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
It's a loose ball, aimed long and direct. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's Kane. Tries a through ball. Well played, he saw that coming. Tried to play it through.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph behind that.
Ball is over the line. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Now the pass. It's a throw in. Bayern Munich look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona take charge of the tie. A win on the road, a first leg lead to carry home with them. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, when you can go away from home and produce a win like that, then we've got to expect more of it. And while I know every game is different, that's a blueprint which should be used more.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And here we have Barcelona against Bayern Munich. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Barcelona are back on familiar territory. Marvellous goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it. Oh, that was a close call, but for me, he timed his run to absolute perfection there to stay just onside. And he's still a lot to do, you know, but I think he's tucked that away really well.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Cut out in the nick of time. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Plays a clever pass. Gnabry with the delivery. He's there to get rid. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Plays it out to the wing. Defence has got rid of that. Aimed long and direct. Kane did really well to intervene, and he has been fouled there.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
No, that's not going to find its target. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Forward it goes. Now it's Lewandowski. And the finish! They've done it! And with that goal comes comfort. Jim, your thoughts?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Now the pass. Now the cross. And that's been repelled. It was all about the quality. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. Kane. Deftly done. Tried to play it through.
He timed his run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, Well, technically that was a beautifully struck shot from so far out, and I just thought he was a little unlucky then.
And it's Gnabry. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Out to the left it goes. Aimed in towards the centre. That had too much on it. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. And now they can launch a counter. Gets good distance on it. Gnabry. Needed to come up with a better ball.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph behind that.
Who's going to make this theirs? Defender's on the back foot. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. There will be a throw-in. And it's Kane. Kane passes it through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Cuts it back. And back out it comes. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Would you review the first half?
Barcelona will be asked to reproduce something similar to that first half performance after the restart. They've asserted an authority, and they really shouldn't complicate things from here.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. Goes long and forward. Lewandowski plays it out to the wing, tries a through ball. Now it's Lewandowski, knocks it towards the front. Looks to slip it through. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
But when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Lewandowski. The ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Gnabry passes it over to the other flank. And it's Kane. Forwards. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Has a shot. Oh, the ball's come loose. Spoon forward. And that's well defended. Kane pumps it upfield. Now it's Lewandowski. And he's straight offside.
Touch and go, aren't they supposed to get the benefit?
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Good clearance and very necessary. Now here's the through ball. Shoots! strike kept it fizzing low.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
He's had a go! That's a half-decent try.
Well, the keeper was helpless then. He knew he wasn't getting to it, so for a second or two he must have been praying it was off target, and he got lucky, very lucky.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Lewandowski, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's gone out for a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. It's going to be another throw. Bayern Munich look as though they're about to make a change. Gets it back. Now it's Lewandowski. Hoists it high. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. A real chance to break. Well played, he saw that coming. Gets into a dangerous position, cuts it out. Looks like a good ball through. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. Drives it towards the front. Hoops it upfield. Lewandowski tries a through ball. Chance! That's gone a long way up and away. Oh, he's in! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
And he thought he'd beaten the offside trap too. It's a good call.
Looks to slip it through, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Aim forward. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. And the flag has stayed down. And he's there to hoof it away.
Well, when the keeper lost control of that, usually a striker would react first, so that defender deserves praise.
And it's Rashford. It's come loose. He's looking to get there first. Referee's given a throw. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Can he find a finish now? Pumps it upfield. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Kane looks to dink one in. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Shoots! And oh! There's a goal!
Unbelievable.
Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
And that may well be that. That is that. Barcelona go through, having won both legs, and without question, they are the deserving winners. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think when you score with your first effort and goal, there's a good chance that things are going to go your way for the rest of the game. And to be fair, they used the impetus it gave them to gain a level of control, and I think they went on and deserved to win.
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And here we have Barcelona against Atletico Madrid. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would go for Robert Lewandowski. As good a centre-forward with his back to goal as I've seen. He can turn and roll defenders for fun. And once facing his target, he has all the finishing skills that you could require.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph behind that.
Oblak gets it upfield. Tries a through ball. Keeper's ball. Now the pass. Going for goal! This could fall anywhere. Firmly met. That will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was far from high caliber, Peter, and when you're shooting from that position, it needs to be just that, high caliber. Well, that's what's called setting your stall out. They've begun with great conviction and efforts at goal are mounting up. This is good play.
Who's going to make this theirs? Barcelona putting their opponents under a lot of pressure in the early stages. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Corner it is then. Been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. It out to the flank. He'll have a dip! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Played it short. He's had a go! Oh, that is very close.
Yeah, and he knew he had to get his efforts away before being closed down, but he could have sacrificed a little power then for a bit more accuracy.
Forward it goes. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it. And he was through.
Pushes it out wide. Oh, he's come flying in. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Boots it upfield. Barcelona still without an attempt on target. Out to the flank, and he's onside. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Passes it through, looks to slip it through. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Pumps it upfield. Looks like a good ball through. Now here's the through ball. Clears it out of harm's way. Atletico Madrid have a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. Very well to get to that.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
And it's been taken short, drilled in low. Try, the outcome could so easily have been different. Good distance on it. Gets it back. Dinks one in. Managed to get it away. The right now, what's on? Done very well to intervene. Well played, he saw that coming. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, the manager's surely got to look for one or two creative changes now. They need some service up front.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Barcelona, pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
It's a long forward pass. Lewandowski tries a long pass towards the front. Lewandowski tries one! He's scored!
Well, when one or two others were maybe a tad slow at restarting this game, then up steps a big character who was simply switched on and bright, and he sparked another advantage for his team at an important stage. It augurs well.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Barcelona break the deadlock.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to stroke it through, and the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
And that all stems from great vision, you know. What a delightful little ball over the top that was.
Chip through, surely a shot. Barcelona finally get themselves a breather.
And that's very well played. What a good solid tackle that was. He knew his team were vulnerable then, and something had to be done. Great commitment.
Spoon forward. Place it into the box. Danger averted for now. Atletico Madrid look as though they're about to make a change. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Lovely bit of skill. And out to safety. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries a through ball. Oh, glorious footwork! He's played it short. Played out to the right. Has a shot! Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann passes it through. Now here's the through ball. It's gone for a throw-in. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. And the cutback. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Fence has got rid of that. Ball's gone out of play. Thrust towards the front line. Battles to win it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Tries to get it forward quickly. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Barcelona need to hold on for a few more moments. Oh, good interception. And it's Griezmann. Hit long and direct. Aimed long and direct. Now the pass. Nicely measured pass. Looking to force his way through. Goal! And with that goal comes comfort. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it. Crunching tackle. Griezmann. And the referee brings it to a close. So home advantage told. They have the win they wanted and have a useful lead to carry away with them into the second leg. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Barcelona made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Atletico Madrid against Barcelona. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
So off we go then. Barcelona right here having won their home leg. And they're in a position where a semi-final place is all but theirs. It will take some comeback to deny them. They can get that clear. Passes it through. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Looks to dink one in. Hits it back. Looks like a good ball through. He'll have a dip! Goal! Atletico Madrid!
Unbelievable.
Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
Oh look, there's always a bit more satisfaction in executing a first-time volley, and he'll be buzzing inside after that.
Atletico Madrid take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Good challenge, he just stood firm. So what now? Looks to slip it through. Oh, that's not going to find its target.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
Gets it back. Who's going to make this theirs? Pumps it upfield. It's come loose. Chance! Oh, he's broken through. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
There was very good technique and purity behind the hit, but the accuracy was just a little off there, Peter.
Battles to win it back. Now the pass. Could try cutting inside here. And through to the goalkeeper. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski with the ball through. In a foot to win it back. Boots it upfield. And he's there to cut it out. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Gets good distance on it. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
He timed his run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
Tries a through ball. Long and forward. Looks like a good ball through. Now here's the through ball. Well, that's where he wants it. And it's Lewandowski. Now the pass. He's in space and looking for options. Passes it through. And he's there to hoof it away. Atletico Madrid get it back again. Looks to slip it through. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Second half gets underway.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Now it's Lewandowski. Lobs it in gently. And out to safety. Excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Lewandowski. He's in, surely! Lewandowski Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Aimed long and direct. Deftly done. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Barcelona have escaped via some do-or-die defending.
Well, if ever a tackle had to be made, that was about the perfect example. They were completely caught out by the break, and they got themselves into last resort territory. What a saviour.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? Spoon forward. Tries a through ball. Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's a long forward pass. Oh, good interception. And he's on his way! Now it's Lewandowski. Looks like a good ball through.
Barcelona may think they're going about this in the right way, but not if a series of passes is leading to no end product. They have to add the incision.
He's one-on-one, surely! It's a goal! Parity restored, and the whole thing shifts once more. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Barcelona cannot hold on to that aggregate lead, and things are starting to look ominous. It's Rashford.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Oh, it looked like a training ground drill that almost worked a treat, only for that flag to go up. He just went a tad early.
Now the pass. It's well blocked, and back out it comes. Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Rashford. Chipped through. Away from immediate danger. Passes it through. Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. Gets into some space. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Atletico Madrid have a sub ready to come on.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Hurtles into the tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Knocks it towards the front. Now the pass. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Gets his foot in there. Rashford plays it out to the flank. A chance! Looking to force his way through. Now it's Griezmann. Gets it back. And it's Rashford. It's a loose ball. Griezmann. And it's Rashford. Rashford tries a through ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well played, he saw that coming. Rashford. Barcelona have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Looks like a good ball through. Rashford crosses it in low. That's gone a long way up and away. It's come loose. He slid it through. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Well, the odds are that the next goal wins. Will there be a next goal? Forward it goes. Tosses it through. Rashford. It's Rashford. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Looks to slip it through. Danger averted for now. Rashford. Black gets it upfield. Tries the route one option. And it's Rashford. Passes it through. Is it in? Dispatched clinically. And the scale tips in their favour. What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Barcelona keep the aggregate lead despite being behind in this match.
Oh, they've really made such a big effort to get themselves in front at this late stage. Great stuff.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. So that's it, it is all over. Barcelona have got it done, through to the last four, and evidently now believing in it. Well, after what we saw in the first game, Jim, what are your observations now?
I think the important thing for the second leg was that they didn't become uncertain as to whether they set up to defend or attack. And I thought they got the balance just right. Good job done.
So we're down to the last four in Europe's Premier Club competition. We are breathing rarefied air. This is almost as big as it gets. It's no day for the faint-hearted. The penultimate step on the road to glory. The instantly recognisable sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem, the perfect backdrop to this eagerly awaited night of European football. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. First effort on goal. Rashford with the ball through. Get that clear. Marquinhos. Out to the left it goes. Has a hit! This could fall anywhere. In for the follow-up. He's delivered all right.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Tries a through ball. Can he find a finish now? Looks like a good ball through. Get a throw in. Marquinhos boots it upfield. And it's Rashford. He's long and forward. Looks to slip it through. He's through. Marquinhos. To the keeper and try something new. Rashford. Gets his foot in there. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Could try cutting inside here. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it's obvious as to why they're still trailing. Last-ditch rescues are inevitable if they're chasing the ball all the time, Peter.
And that's been repelled. Rashford tries the route one option. Passes it through. And that's offside. Yes, it is.
Oh, just when we were about to appreciate a lovely one-touch pass, the flag ruined the moment.
It's Rashford. Rashford. And he's there to hoof it away. Rashford. Now the pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. He's pinged one through here. Smart save. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Goes wide. Hits it first time! That really should have hit the net. Gets it upfield. And he's made certain that won't get through. Aim forward. Looks like a good ball through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking to force his way through. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Has a pop! The first 45 minutes are up.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back, though.
Pumps it upfield. Passes it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
He may have been caught offside, but that's his game. He plays on the shoulder of the last defender and hopes to time it right, Peter.
Rashford knocks it towards the front, and he's onside. Spoon forward. Rashford. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision.
I'm not sure about that call, you know, but we get to see replays.
Looks to slip it through, and he's on his way! Great reaction! It's a loose ball. Gets good distance on it. Tries a through ball. Cuts it out.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier. Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
A chance! Goalkeeper's ball. Plays it out to the wing. Tries to get it forward quickly. Passes it through. Plays it out to the flank. He's made sure that that won't get through. Thrust towards the front line. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Paris Saint-Germain finally get themselves a breather.
And that's very well played. What a good solid tackle that was. He knew his team were vulnerable then, and something had to be done. Great commitment.
Goes for it! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, and that was all about the through ball. Great control, and the weight was perfect.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Nicely controlled. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Barcelona didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that. And I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. He's dealt with that well. Looking to shoot!
Well, I think they're showing a lot of courage in looking for another goal, but if it backfires, the coach will certainly come in for some criticism. They need to keep the ball.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gets it back. Out to the left it goes. Played out to the wing. Now here's the through ball. Clearance now, can anyone get on the end of it? Where to from here?
Well, after that scare, surely they'll manage to keep the ball out of the danger zone. Moments like that are not good for the well-being of their fans, I can assure you of that.
Pumps it forwards. Chance! There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
We are into stoppage time. Looks like a good ball through. Can he find a finish now? Oh, it's gone in!
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with him.
And that's that. Barcelona have got themselves a draw on the road. It looks good for them with the home game to come. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I thought it was a decent contest, Peter. It had a good mixture of guile and graft, and neither was prepared to back off and let the other assume control. I thought it held an interest throughout.
The second leg of this penultimate stage of the UEFA Champions League. They are on the cusp. For the winners, the final. Well, the old saying goes that football is a game of two halves, and this semi-final is no exception. We are, in effect, at half-time. Well, we're underway. Barcelona came away from the first leg with a decent draw. And their place in the final now hinges on what they can do in front of their own fans. Looks like a good ball through. Goes for it! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Look, the goal was well manufactured, but the striker probably can't believe he's been given that much space in the penalty area, and he wasn't going to miss.
Barcelona concede the lead and are no longer in control. Now it's Lewandowski. Marquinhos. Tries a through ball. What an adventurous run from a defender. Lovely bit of skill. It's a goal! And with the match still in its infancy, they are easing away. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it, he chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Paris Saint-Germain take a two-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Gets good distance on it. Now it's Lewandowski. Defence has got rid of that. Now the pass. Ball through needs to be good here. Battles to win it back. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. They've managed to get it away. Passes it through. Lewandowski looks to slip it through. There's no flag. He's off on a marauding run. Shoots! Whistle's gone. That for offside? Yes, it is. Looks like a good ball through. Tries a through ball. And that should be the keeper's. Done very well to intervene. Gets it upfield. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now the pass. Clears it out of harm's way. get the pass he's looking for. Passes it through. Pumps it upfield. Now the pass. Cuts it out. Boots it upfield. Now here's the through ball. A chance! Hits one! It's a goal! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Hits one! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Looks to slip it through. Away from immediate danger. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Marquinhos. Tries a through ball. Can he find a finish now? It's come loose. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Looks like a good ball through. The semi-final reaches halfway.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Here's the start of the second half.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
Crosses one in. He'll try from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, we love a trier, Peter, but it has to be of far greater quality to beat the keeper from there. They're committing a lot of men forward at the start of this second half. They know that this is an important time for them now.
Now it's Lewandowski. Loose ball, who's going to get that? It's a throw-in. Ball's gone out of play. It's gone for a throw-in. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looks to slip it through. That's put paid to a promising move. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries a through ball. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph behind that.
Knocks it towards the front. Now the pass. Passes it through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Plays it out wide. Aimed in towards the centre. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse. This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
And out to safety. Can he finish? That is wayward.
Well, you can fault the execution, but not the idea or the effort.
Gets it back. Looks like a good ball through. What an adventurous run from a defender. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Battles to win it back. How about it? Big relief, it just needed better contact. Barcelona have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Looks to slip it through. Chance! Danger averted for now. Plays it out to the wing. Now here's the through ball. Can he find a finish now? And that would have won it.
Oh, it should have been the clincher, Peter, and he'll be kicking himself for not taking the pressure off.
And it's been taken short. So not long left in this now. They have 1 foot in the final. Rashford with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Tries a through ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. That's a throw. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to try his luck from so far out, but that was close. I mean, it kept the keeper on his toes.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. He's made sure that that won't get through. Tries the route one option. Barcelona are out. So it hasn't happened. No first leg cushion, now second leg defeat, and they are done for. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, I can tell you that losing a final is not as bad as a semi-final, because at least you get to sample a huge occasion. Having lost a semi-final or two, I can also tell you it's a horrible experience, and I really feel for these lads.